All right. All praise belong to the Heavenly Father. In the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Something, something miraculous happened, and this is not the first time the Heavenly Father's done something wonderful for me. But for years, I've had a gun permit, and when I went to renew it, I was denied. And when I came to find out the reason why I was being denied, it was because, this bitch who was a judge, she was discriminating against, Israelite men. And which is why, according to the law, statutes, and commandments, women should not be in positions of authority. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 12. In fact, let me get that real quick. But bear with me. This is all going to tie in. This is all going to tie in with the lesson. Okay. Okay, 1 Timothy chapter 2. Okay, in verse 12. And see, this is why society is suffering. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. You see? So there's an order to things. And when you read Titus chapter 2, it tells you what women are supposed to do. They're supposed to be teaching other women, younger women, to submit to their husbands, to guide the house, and to stay at home. Yeah, they're not supposed to be running businesses or be in positions of authority. All of that is chaos. But anyway, to get to the point, turns out she was discriminating against men. And that's what women in positions of authority do. They get emotional, and they tend to, same thing, women who are whores, dealing with multiple men. They tend to develop a hatred towards men. Why? Because they're not in their position and doing what they're supposed to do, what they were created to do as a woman, which is to serve the man. But anyway, to make a long story short, I went and got the mail, and I came home only to find a letter stating that I've been approved for my gun permit. So the Most High did a wonderful miracle. You see that? And the reason why I say it was a miracle, because I was denied when I shouldn't have been denied. And the Heavenly Father did a righteous thing, showing that He's a righteous God. I was so upset by that, because it's like, I'm abiding by the law. All I'm doing is, what I can to protect my family. And the Heavenly Father turned everything around. And stuff like this just helps build up my faith. And the key point is, we serve a just and mighty God. and he's in control. All we have to do is trust in him. Psalms 124. If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men and wicked women. I was going into that today, last night when I read, I believe it was 2 Kings 11, or 1 Kings 11. But not only just wicked men, but you got wicked women who rose up against us when they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. That's right. You got the whole breakdown of Isaiah 3 and 12. How women rule over us. Women have become our oppressors. You see? Why? Because they shouldn't be in any positions of authority. Women are supposed to be subject to the men. And that's why everything is out of course. Psalms 82 and verse 5. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. Waters, metaphors, meaning peoples. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord Yahawah, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth. You see that? That's right. All these wicked people have made us subject to them. Job 9:24. But their rulership is coming to an end. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The fowlers are predators. The snare is broken. You see, the Most High is going to lift up a standard for his men. This whole experience showed me that when you're on the path of righteousness and you're doing what's right, the Heavenly Father will reward you. You see that? Their snare is broken. The Heavenly Father releases us from their traps, and we are escaped. And this reminds me of Psalm 91. You see? Our enemies are predators, like in the movie Predator. They hunt our steps. And the main ones they hunt are so-called Israelite men, black men. They seek to destroy us. Our help is in the name of Yahawah, who made heaven and earth. Proverbs 18 and 10. You see that? He is our sanctuary. He is our refuge in times of trouble. You see that? But the chapter I was talking about earlier is that's it. Yeah, 2 Kings chapter 11. That wicked woman who usurped authority, right? And I mentioned that. That's why, and they do the same thing today. Like with that blasphemous film, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You see? Everything allowing women to usurp authority over men and killing off the men, destroying the men. You see? But I just wanted to make this, I was compelled to do this video to give honor to the Heavenly Father. because even though, and I brought it out before in the lesson, I was at camp, with my son. I brought it out before how these devils, our enemies, they deliberately employ and pay off wicked women who are witches, bitches, and whores to push all manner of evil to be the leaders of our people. You see? And the end result, like I said, with Isaiah 3 and 12, our people are destroyed. It calls our people to err. You see? And we're destroyed as a people because of that. But what I wanted to make this lesson about was giving honor to the Heavenly Father. Despite being under these curses, women ruling over us, which is a shame, which is really an abomination to God. Despite all of that, he's still showing kindness and helping out his remnant. You see? And blessing a remnant of Israelites to seek him in time of great tribulation. And I brought it out earlier today. Yeah, we're going to go through great tribulation, where these devils, these evil men and women, right? And these women, they're the main bastards. Everything demonizing and attacking men, nothing compares to the wickedness of a woman. Sirach 25 and 19. And it's all being exposed. You got this whore masquerading as a doctor. And turns out she wasn't even a doctor. And I think this was like 2 years ago, but there was a case where this woman, she was getting up all in the man's face and he hit her, it's self-defense. And she went and got her son, who got a gun and killed the man. So all manners of evil are going on, and the Heavenly Father seeing all of that, and that's why America's being judged. I mean, you got murderers walking around, but the Heavenly Father is such a righteous God. Despite all this wickedness, he's showing kindness to me and my family, and we're doing the best we can to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So I just want to thank the Lord. I just want to thank the Lord. I was so upset because I obeys the law, and I know a gun doesn't save me, but I do what I can to protect my family. And I knew what had happened wasn't fair, but the Heavenly Father turned everything around. And I brought this out last year, but you had people falsely accuse me, and it turned out they were lying, and they were trying to get me arrested, and everything backfired on them. They wound up getting arrested. So it's just so many miracles. I can't even put it in one video. But the Heavenly Father is a wonderful God, and I just don't know what else to say. But I'm gonna title this video, "Give All Honor and Praises to the Heavenly Father," because He is real. And the person who tried to set me up was a black bitch. You know, check out that movie, Brian Banks. Yeah, these bitches, all they do is lie and try to set up men, but it's all backfiring on them because these bastard women are a bunch of liars. So with that, Kwam Rashiala, Shabbat Shalom.